Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube video where this time I am playing 2 Hours One Life. We are in the Meadow family and I'm going to be showcasing the Meadow family town. So what you will see over here is of course our little oil rig area. There's even food at the oil rig. Who does that? Who has shelves of food at the oil rig? It's so rare. And there's also a rubber tree here, which apparently they have been using in the past. But let's head into town and see more. Now, to the south, there's some mines. That's not very spectacular to see, but the town itself is gorgeous. So over here, the road changes into brick road. Oh, it's Eerie. Eerie, no. Say bye. Oh, I didn't even say bye to YouTube. Eerie, I am so disappointed in you today. This is... What will your fans say? All your YouTube fans, if you are a fan of Eerie, please leave a comment below and say how disappointed you are that Eerie didn't even say anything for the video, just died. Anyway, we start the town tour in what is the Tailor over here. Very nice building. I mean, I love it when they use sandstone. Over here you got your linen, you got your cotton area, spinning wheels, plenty. There's 2 spinning wheels here. There's a loom here. I mean, it looks nice, right? And then over here is a cheese house that was built, I think, by Eerie with a little help from me when the town was relatively new. We also made this animal pen structure. I think Eerie did most of that. However, could be mistaken once more. And people have been decorating with little flowers here and there, and it's super cute, so love that. Then over here is a little mushroom area. There's so many mushrooms in here, that's nuts. And here's the closed storage. Not the biggest closed storage we've seen, but you gotta look at this road. Look at all these buildings and how they're like sort of the same size. Then look at this windmill and just a fireweed next to the road. How cute are these little corners of flowers? And this is also a way to get in these areas, so I just really like that. This is the farm. I would say not really special, but it works. It's good. It's fine. And then the kitchen is absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite kitchen designs that people play with at the moment. It's just very nice. And then over here above the kitchen, there's a food storage again. It has butter, it has some turkey bones, it has wild yums, eggs and all that stuff, meat. So this is just an extension to the kitchen. Also, I like this little road in between where you have your wood shelter and your juniper tree. Then, we're not going up there just yet. We're just going to continue here. This is an orchard. Reminds me a lot of the orchard in Honeytown. Now, I did play in Honeytown before, if you recall. That was when we were doing the engine video. Do you remember the engine video? That was in the Honeytown. And this is Eve Honey who plays here, but she uses the name Meadow whenever she plays in this town. So it's basically Eve Honey's second town, and now she is Eve Meadow. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of her first town as well, because it was very similar. That she had these half walls with shelves on them. And I love how Moo, my granddaughter, is distributing the flowers. Great job. Great job on the flowers. She's like arranging flowers all throughout town. And then also over here, look at the little flowers that she put on the shelf. This is a cute little garden. Like, it doesn't really have a purpose. I was so surprised to see the wooden barrel with lotus. This is something I designed, like one of my first designs that got in the game, and I just don't see it a lot, but it really looks cute in this little garden. I also like how she put a hand card in here, and a cage, and a little trellis, like all these things you would see in gardens. I really like that. It's very cute. Then over here, another garden, but this one, it has the purpose of basically having apple trees, because this is also the area where the horses are being bred. So over here is another apple tree area, lots of horses. The horses have some flowers to keep them company. It's very, very cute. Then if we follow this little road here to this area, I think this forest, by the way, was planted. I just have the impression that wasn't there anymore, that we must have chopped that wood at some point. So here, the Smithy, and once again, Thinking of yums, look at all the food that we have in this smithy. That's so nice. And the smithy itself is just a great design, I think. I like that they're using tatami floor. Like, don't get me wrong, cement is a classic look for a smithy, but tatami with all the green wooden wall structures and the stone walls, it just makes it feel very British in a way, I guess. I don't know, I feel like this is British. Also, what I like about that horse area over here is the fact that it's got brick flooring. You don't see brick flooring a lot, but it looks really nice in that area. We're almost done with the town tour already. I mean, we're going quite fast over this. This is just a little storage room next to the smithy where you see they've put some ingots and they've put some iron ornate panels. Then over here you see that they have a little wood shelter. It's sort of empty at the moment, so maybe we should spend some time filling that up later on. And they have a maple tree farm here. Then over here is a rubber area. Over here people can basically slash rubber trees. Also look at the fireweeds and the pink delphinum they put over there. They put flowers everywhere. It's so cute. There's a glasswort area over here. It's not looking fancy yet, but it's functional, so why not? We're back in the smithy now. Here's that garden again, and this time we're going above it. And over here we have our little honey farm with some flowers, of course, as decoration. And over here there's lots of bowls that you can use. There's also one baited silk farm structure, because I don't think they had any others. And then we're back to that storage room. Now here, this is the final part of the tour. This is a vault for Eve. So Eve died outside of the vault, so I just left her clothes outside the door for now, so... Oh, yeah, and I mustn't forget, we have this little area over here, which is a fish house. So cute. I like how you can just go to the other side and make the fire over here, and then go back here, and... It's so nice, and they even put flowers here again. That's so cute. I love the straw walls for this. And that little goose pond there. Also a good place for making omelets, to be honest. And they got the rose bushes here. And as you can see, they probably plan on expanding with some brick roads towards this location. It's just so nice looking. So yeah, that was it for the town tour of Meadow family. I hope you liked it and that you got some inspiration for your own builds this way. Here's Bassie, my son. It's Basset Lover. That's Basset Lover. And over there we have Diana, my little sister. The town has been filled with lots of cool players today. I have to say, I've had a really fun week of playing 2 hours on live. There have been so many great players, newbies, as well as, you know, old players who have been playing this game for so long. It's just been a lot of fun. So yeah, here's a little bit of a zoom out. I always regret that so much of the screen is white, but it's such a nice town. I just love that you have this big road, basically, that leads from the smithy, past the kitchen, past the farm, past the tailor, all the way towards the mines, and then you have the houses that are on the other sides. I am done with the tour. I'm done with the tour. Say bye to YouTube. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, if you have enjoyed this video. If Zabala says bye. So yeah, this was it for today. I hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye-bye.